Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joined today for the Fitchburg Fire Department is your fire chief, Joe Povemacher. Joe, it's been a while. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Can't complain.
Yeah, good.
In my element.
Please don't complain.
I will not complain. I'll wait. I'll save that for after the interview to complain
All right.
to you. In the meantime, we're already off to a good start. Today we're going to preview the fire department open house. It's back, and it's back at fire station number 1. Give us the lowdown, Joe.
Yeah, so a good portion of what we try to do at the open house is to provide access to our firefighters, to our equipment, to our stations. In addition to that, we try to add elements of fire safety and fire prevention. Our division chief, Mark Mecklish, has been working really hard at establishing what we're going to have at the open house. Partnerships, we're going to have a number of different display tables with local organizations and community organizations, other departments from the city. So we use it as an opportunity not only to highlight what we're doing in the fire department, but also what's going on in the city and some other services that are available to you.
It comes during Fire Prevention Week. Important stuff that you like to share with the community for people that are coming out and trying to make them aware of different things. Is there a priority for the department this year as you get people into the station?
No, I think our biggest priority is outreach. How do we get into the different neighborhoods? How do we communicate with all of our residents? We know that sometimes there's things like language barriers, even the ability to access things like technology so they can see this broadcast, for example. I mean, those are things that we have some complications with, and we're working through. I know one of the things we're working with you, Jeremy, with communication citywide is just trying to be appropriate advocates for our department, but more or less be the agency that can assist with public safety and prevention, risk reduction.
It is. It really is. And communication's big, and no matter whether it's public safety, city, or whatever, trying to get information out is key to making everything work and be successful. As people come out and learn a little bit about the fire department, what will people learn about you in the last, when's the last time we had the open house? It's been a while.
Well, it's been a while since we had it at Station 1. We did bring it into some of our northern neighborhoods a couple of years ago, and the intent behind that was so that those that maybe had transportation issues still had access to the fire department. And we're trying to figure out ways that we can work that out throughout the course of the year. We are active in the community night out, for example, that the police department organizes, but we participate in. And the same happens with our open house. The police department, for example, will have access to the community through our operations. So the idea is to bring folks into the fire station, give them an opportunity to ask some questions about the services we provide, because fortunately, most people don't get to see our services. Because of the fact that we don't necessarily have the ability to share a lot of information, especially when there's things like confidentiality that we want to be careful of. So this gives us an opportunity to share the things that we have been training on, the things that we are ready to provide, and ultimately it's a place where people can ask questions and get the answers that they're looking for.
I always enjoy the fire department visits and the schools and stuff, and it doesn't always happen as things have tightened up a little bit in the schools, different conversation for a different day. But this open house also gives you a chance to recruit, whether it's that tiny little toddler that just saw their first fire truck to maybe changing somebody's mind and getting in the service.
Well, so recruitment is always something that we want to be conscientious of. We know that we can plant some seeds when kids are in middle school, and we want to take advantage of that. The curiosity of an up-and-coming firefighter, somebody who maybe didn't necessarily consider it before, but now is showing some interest based on what they've seen or who they've talked to. those are important steps to providing the type of direction that's needed for career development. And career development starts as soon as middle school, into high school, and then into, obviously, technical college and so forth. So we want to make sure that we have the ability to provide a welcoming environment so that they know that regardless of the time of year, they're welcome to come back to the fire station and ask more questions or even get more involved and to be able to link up with somebody who can help guide them through that process.
Now, let me tell you about my favorite part. I love seeing the apparatus. I mean, that's like the bread and butter of an open house. Is you get to see that apparatus. Take a couple.
A couple selfies, sure. The thing that we are most noted for, obviously, the thing that's probably the most visible, is the fire truck, and you get to see the outside a lot. You don't always get to see the inside. And so it's the inside. It's basically the toolbox that we bring to a fire. You have the ability to go through and to see a lot more closely what we're actually using when we come to a fire or a rescue situation, car accident, whatever it is. And we'll show you all the different types of equipment that we have and the reasons why we need the different types of equipment. I mean, it would be really simple, really easy if all we needed was one type of vehicle and put everything we need on that vehicle. But what we found is those vehicles would be very large, and with the community as it develops, we know that streets aren't getting any wider, and turning radiuses are getting to the point where they're a lot tighter. So we have to be conscientious of that as well. So this gives us an opportunity to share all of those different trucks, the equipment that we use, and hopefully provides a little bit more insight as to why when we ask for things like during the budget process, why it's important for those things to exist.
I think that's the best part of the department is you get to open up and show what the tax dollars are going to. What's the strategy? What's the mission behind having the equipment, the information that you're sharing? So it's a great opportunity for everybody. Joe, if you could remind everybody dates and times and where this is going to be at.
So Saturday, October 12th at Fire Station 1, that's the station on Lacey Road. From 10 to 2, we are going to be having our community open house, our fire department open house. It's exactly that. There's some things that we have scheduled throughout the day. That information is available on our Facebook page and will be shared with the city's site. But ultimately, it gives you an opportunity to stop in whenever it's most convenient.
All right, we'll look forward to seeing you out there. Thank you so much for the time, sir.
All right, take care.